Some interesting questions we got today.
How exciting is it to go up against a team like Michigan State that everyone knows is always in the hunt every year, and Tom Izzo and national TV all the time? What does it mean for you guys?
It was a great experience. Definitely, if we get the win, it would be a great win for us, team, staff, players, university. And we just want to go out there and just give our best effort. And hopefully the results are in our favor.
What was it like being back in the lineup?
Feels great. Feels great to be out there with the coaching staff, teammates. Just go out there and do what I love to do. So it was a great experience for me.
It looked like, you played well. Your efficiency was there in the shot. How did you feel you played in the first game back?
Well, I think I did okay. I just wanted to go out there and just give effort. That was my main thing, to go out there and just play as hard as I can. Not try to do too much, but do exactly what the coach expects of me. So I just tried to go out there and play the best I can. I think it worked out for me.
What was the biggest thing you noticed when you were watching the team through these first 3 games from afar? What did you see?
Just lack of communication and energy. I think we could bring more intensity to the game, and I think that's exactly what I tried to do coming into the game as well as practice before the game. So I just want to go out there, just talk a lot, communicate with guys, make sure everybody's upbeat, everybody's prepared, things like that in that nature. So I think for the most part, I did a good job of that.
With facing the athleticism with McCollum and then Anderson, how much is that going to prepare you for Michigan State step up from maybe the athleticism you saw the first 3 games for your team?
Well, it was a time of practice. I get to see different type of players. So I think playing defense on the type of players, it kind of created an environment for us to just see what we're going to come up against in the next few games.
How hard was it to watch when you weren't playing?
It's kind of hard, but at the same time, those 6 games of suspension was a time of learning. I got to sit on the bench, see things from coach's eye, and just go out there and implement it to my teammates and on the court as soon as I got out there. So I didn't put my head down or anything like that. I just know the time of being a cheerleader and just grasp some things that I never see as I'm playing.
What about like the 3-3 as opposed to 6 games last year or 6 games this year, the carryover? Did that add anything to the situation, or good or bad?
No, of course I would love to be out there. Those 6 games I was taken away from my life, so doing something I love to do. So, but I try not to look at the bad side. I try to look at the good side as always, and just put everything on my teammates. Just have fun with my teammates and just talk around with them and things like that. And I knew I was fine. It was not much of a big deal for me.
Are you even? I'm sorry. Are you even more motivated right now, or it's just you're glad to be back and you're going to be yourself?
Well, I'm always motivated to play basketball. I just want to go out there, just do the best I can do, and be the best I can be. So, but of course, suspension of those 6 games has a little chip on my shoulder, and I want to just go out there and just, you know what I'm saying, I don't necessarily want to make up for the 6 games. There's nothing to make up. I just want to go out there and be myself and just do things I need to do because I owe that to my team.
When you said you saw some stuff you don't realize as a player, is it mainly just the talking, communicating part, or did you see something that you could elevate in your game this year, something you didn't notice as a player when you were sitting on the bench?
Well, it could be everything from just personally wise or just team. Mostly it was team things. Some people tend to be out of position. We don't really notice it. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like when you watch tape. When you don't really notice you're doing things, when you watch it on tape, you kind of see everything and what you were doing, stuff like that. So as I was sitting on the bench and saying, oh, I would have done the same thing he's doing, but coach doesn't see it that way. So I just know I got to learn stuff like being in the stance at all times, being in the right position, make sure I box out the rebound, make sure I'm talking on defense, make sure I'm running up and down, and things like that. So I learned a few things while I was on the bench.
That first basket the other night mean extra special? Like, did you kind of validate you back that first 2?
I guess I didn't really see it that way, but I just want to go out there and make the basket. It didn't come to me as, that was my first basket, I'm back. But I guess I was happy to make it.
Have you watched Michigan State, and how do you think you guys match up with them?
Well, we got a lot to handle. I know they're very aggressive on the defensive end and try to put pressure on you offensively as well. So I know you have to be just tough and strong and mentally strong as well, because we can't afford to turn the ball over against them and give them many more opportunities to go out there and score. And I think Reggie, Kenny, all our big guys, as well as our guards, actually got to get in there and rebound and just be tough with the basketball and just execute the game plan. I think we'll be okay.
They've had a lot of turnovers. The last 2 games, they had 20 turnovers each of the last 2 games. Is that something you guys have talked about or something you guys can exploit? They seem like they're not being as careful with the ball.
Well, I think those previous games they had 20 turnovers. I think those teams that they were playing, they're more of a pressure defensive team. Mm-hmm. We're more of a pack the lane and keep them out of our I guess red zone type of team. So I guess what we want to do is just try to prevent more layups and penetration, things of that nature, and force them to run into help at all times. So, I mean, that's on their end for them to be strong with the basketball and make the right decisions of making the right passes. But we just want to go out there and play basketball and play as hard as we can. If we fall into 20 steals or 20 turnovers, then that'd be great for us.
I haven't really talked to you since last year, but have you, I mean, you look like you're in good shape. Do you feel stronger? Are you stronger? I mean, in the weight room, gained weight, lost weight, anything like that since the end of last season?
Well, I've been doing everything with the team except playing games.
Right.
So everything's been the same. I feel great.
Is there anything you worked on in particular since last year to improve in your own game? I mean, you played in 1 game, obviously, but... Yeah,
most definitely. Obviously, I have more off time, more time to think to myself and kind of watch videos and see what I need in my game. I would guess the main thing would be my jump shot, especially from the perimeter 3-point line. But I'm never perfect at anything in my game, so I just want to go out there and just put up 500 shots a day. I want to go out there and work on everything to make sure everything is on track and everything is fine-tuned. So, but if I had to pick one, I guess it would be my outside perimeter jump shot.
When you say red zone, you don't mean keep them 20 yards away from the hoop.
No, no. Just keep out that.
Were you worried about trying to do too much when you've missed that many games? You want to come, how did you keep from, and even, on Wednesday you're going to be on national TV, ESPN, you haven't played much since last year. How do you prevent yourself from trying to do too much in the game, which could lead to bad decisions?
Just go out there and have fun. I mean, I love basketball, so just go out there and have fun. There's no reason to put pressure on yourself, make a mistake, get angry, things of that nature. So let's go out there, just put a smile on and just have fun with my teammates. Cheer everybody up while they cheer me up. So there's never a deal of me thinking I'm going to do too much or anything like that. I just try to do exactly what the coach tells me to do. And if I do it wrong, at the end of the day, it'll be his fault, and I think that'll be a good decision for him.
All right, thank you.
Good luck, Durand.
All right, take care, everybody.